Hello, we're going to look at how to create and edit bar charts in SPSS. One use of a bar chart is to present percentages or frequencies. So let's say, for example, from this data set, we'd like to create a bar chart showing the different activity levels of the respondents. So the way you produce a bar chart is to select Graphs and then Chart Builder. Then click OK. And then in the bottom left hand side, click on Bar and then drag the first picture up to this window here. Now on the x-axis we can drag the variable which we're interested in. So let's say, for example, we're interested in physical activity. So we drag physical activity down to the x-axis, and then on the y-axis we may want to look at the percentages. So on the right hand side here, under the statistic menu, we can click on percentage, and then if we click OK, we will see in our output file that we have a bar chart showing the percentage levels of the activity. So we can see here, for example, around 65% of the respondents did moderate activity. Now, you may want to edit the chart to maybe improve its appearance. So to edit a chart, you first of all double click on it, and it will then appear in a new edit window. And then to edit a particular aspect of a chart, you right click on it. So for example, if we want to edit the title, right click on the title. Now we may want to change the title name to activity levels for students. So left click on it, delete the original title and type in the new title. Then click outside the box and the title has been changed. We may also want to format this new title. So let me click on it again, right click, and you'll notice on the right hand side a new window has appeared, Properties window. If I select Text Style, I can change the size of the text, for example. So let's imagine I change it to 14 and let's make it bold italic. If we click Apply, then you'll see that it has changed. In a similar way, we could change the labels on the axes. So for example, let's right click on percent, then left click on it, and again we could change it. So let's say, for example, we wanted to change it to percentage of students. Then press return. We may also want to change the numbers on the y-axis. For example, at the moment it goes up in 20s. Let's right click on it, and let's imagine we wanted to change it so it went up in 10s. On the right hand side we can select Scale. You'll notice here it says Major Increment 20, which has automatically been chosen. Let's untick Automatic and change it to 10. Now let's click Apply, and you'll notice it now goes up in 10s. We could also change some aspects of the actual bars. So if I right click on a bar, and on the right hand side we've got a menu Categories here, and we could change the order of the bars if we wanted to. Okay, so at the moment they're in order of according to their category value. We may want to order them in terms of their size. So the way we do that is if we select statistic and descending, click apply, you'll now notice they go in order of size from the largest to the smallest. Also, we may actually want to delete one of the bars. In this particular example, this answer here of 0 was actually a mistake. So if we did want to delete that bar, we could just click on it on the right hand side here, then click the red X, then click apply, and the 0 answer will have been removed and the percentages will have been recalculated. We could also maybe change the color of a bar. Let's say we wanted to highlight the highest bar. Let's right click on this bar, and on this menu here, under select, click on this bar. So now anything we do will only be to this specific bar rather than all three. On the right hand side here, we can click on fill and border, and we can choose a different color. For example, let's choose red. Then we click apply, and this particular bar is now a different color. We could also add the actual values on the bars. So if I right click on the bars, now actually I want to select all of them, so I'm going to do select all bars, and then I'll click the right click again, and I'm going to select show data labels. And when I click on that, it shows the exact percentages for each category. Now at the moment they're given to 2 decimal places. We probably don't need that accuracy, so we can change that. On the right hand side, I'll select number format and I'll change decimal places to 0. Then click apply. Now you might have actually noticed that SPSS has all of a sudden decided to start the y-axis at 10 for whatever reason. Sometimes SPSS tries to think for itself, which isn't always a good thing. So really we want to change that back to 0 again. So reminder, if you want to change the values on the y-axis, right click on them, and on the right hand side we're interested in the scale. Now the minimum value, SPSS has decided to change it to 10, so let's override that, change it to 0, apply, and now it starts at 0 again, which is much more sensible. And now finally, you may want to add a comment onto the chart, add some kind of text box. So the way you do that, right click on the chart, and from this menu here we select add text box. Within that text box, let's delete the word text box, and then we may want to comment on what we find. So for example here, the main finding may be that most students did moderate activity. We can then drag this box to wherever we want it to go, and we can resize it. So once we've finished editing the chart, we can then click back on the output file, and our edited chart will appear therein.